I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad in pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars.
All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Allen now on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
61, matchbox lights.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
Yeah, an opening drive sack. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 31. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a fourth down now. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Bullock will put this one through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get some.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Another throw on second down. And this one incomplete as well.
Brings up third down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, Allen. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
3-3-68. It's a part of that. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is. Boy, he eats up ground, and he usually goes up and gets it.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Go.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. Keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but what...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins able to record his 5th sack of the season. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a second down coming up after the sack. Oh, they're staring at a challenge basically. And that is going to be a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger, and this time it cost them 2 points.
A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams, an 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the gun to give to Mixon. Big hold of the 30. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It's a gain of 35.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Recon, 152 fighter. Regular.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Hey, exit.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
Let's get in that hole. 49.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Lorenzo Alexander able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. Now into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Mike, 50. Mike. On the ball. Jack! He's coming. Hot. We got double up. Bang. General West. 368.
Dalton on the draw to Mixon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Bring it. They go 368. Hey, wahoo.
On 2nd and 9, Dalton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ed Oliver in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Hey, Charlie, let's get that ball.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that's complete to Croft. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
It's got to the point when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10.
Move. Can. Hey, Echo.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He's got a man, and that's Alex Erickson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Bullock's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Patch it. Tighten up. Watch it. 2-2. Move. Hey, Haywood.
53's Mike. Check. 50.
Good.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Flush to his right. Going deep downfield for Roll. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
319. Regular. Pass 85. Go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. And again, it's Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
368. Bristol and Travis. Hey.
They begin with a run by Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Check 25.
53's the mark. 53.
Hey, orbit.
On 2nd and 9. Dalton looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Erickson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
93, 52, 93, 44.
Mixon. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd down and 4, Dalton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
2 by 2. Move. Regular. Hey, Delta.
And that'll set them back 5. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Kill. Check.
22 jet bomber.
So Dalton now. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
93, 52, 93, 44. There you go.
You go take. You got tight. You got tight right there. Switch.
Yeah, watch this.
Sponge.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Bullock will put this one through. And that'll boost their lead to 9. It's 17-8. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
93, 52, 93, 44. There you go.
Dalton here from the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ross. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
80 weapons.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. Flushed out right. Looking deep now for McCoy. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
93, 52, 93, 44. There you go.
53, Mike, 53. All day.
Watch this.
Gotta be careful here, Dalton. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of...
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, but now it's 3rd and goal. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. He's going to look deep down the field. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On 2nd and 9, Dalton. He's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. That one was intended for John Brown. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
57. They can't hang with us.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. On 1st down, Allen. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
All day, baby. All day.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Sean Williams. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
61, matchbox lights. Over here.
Mixon with a first down carry. And some room to maneuver. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Now Dalton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah.
Mike 57. Here we go, G. It's just me and you. It's just me and
6-6, pull it high.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
And a decent little gain puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked by B.W. Webb. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike 52. Record.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bengals, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket, don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out, might give her 1,000. Tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. I know what they thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope, they thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions, and I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him for him.